Spraygrounds are trending again because it's almost back to school time for a lot of the kids. And once again, people are obsessed over the Sprayground expensive book bags. There's a whole lot of controversy on TikTok about parents getting Spraygrounds for their kids. Let's see what's going on this year in 2025.
The controversial My Little Pony Smoke Shop backpack. The Sprayground I bought my 5-year-old, which was apparently the wrong decision. Let's talk about it. I asked my 5-year-old, hey, kindergarten's coming up. What kind of backpack do you want? And she said, what do you mean? I said, do you want a character on it? Do you want it to be a specific color? What do you want? And she said, My Little Pony. And then she said, Fluttershy. This is Fluttershy. So I Googled My Little Pony Friendship is Magic backpack. This is the one she picked. And honestly, I was thankful that she picked this one because it was $65. And some backpacks can get very expensive. And do I think $65 is expensive? Yes, but it's not too expensive for me. I'm not judging anyone that doesn't want to spend $65 on a backpack for their child.
Right.
It's a personal decision. And then, like 2 days later, I was scrolling on TikTok. I saw someone saying, why are people buying Spraygrounds for their children? That's a smoke shop backpack. And that they're judging people who buy Spraygrounds for their little kids. And I was like, oh, did I? And I thought about it and I went, I actually don't care. I found out via the comments that people are considering it a smoke shop backpack because of this secret pouch with this card that says, you found the infamous stash pocket. Don't tell anybody. Apparently it's smell proof, which I'm intrigued by. I think that's a very interesting concept.
What is a smoke shop backpack? Now, okay, to be fair, last year I did a deep dive on the Sprayground book bags on my main channel. So if y'all want to see that, I'm gonna probably link it down in the comment section or in the description. But I never heard that they were smoke shop backpacks. I don't even know what that means. Let me look it up. So it says a smoke shop backpack typically refers to a smell-proof backpack designed to carry smoking accessories or potentially other odor-sensitive items discreetly. What? I didn't know that's what... Okay, so are they saying Spraygrounds are for people who smoke, essentially? Honestly, I just thought this was another craze that people were spending a lot of money on last year. I didn't know that this was a quote-unquote smoke shop backpack. Now, I'm not saying it is, but I didn't know that a lot of people associated with that.
I kind of want to test it out. I don't want to ruin the bag, but I do want to test out if it's actually smell proof. So I will be doing that in a different video. My child is still going to be using this for school because, like I said, I don't care. She likes it and that's what matters.
So I guess this is the latest controversy involving the Sprayground backpacks for this year. I'd never heard of that. I don't know if this card is a new thing, but y'all, last year when I did the video about Spraygrounds, what was going on was people were taking the tags, snatching them off. I believe they were some sort of collectibles item or something like that. There was a whole bunch of things like, oh, like, is your Sprayground real? Some people were being bullied for not having Spraygrounds when they went to school. There was like a whole hierarchy of Spraygrounds in the it crowd versus the not it crowd. It was a lot, y'all. But one thing that really stood out to me about the Spraygrounds was a lot of the people talking about going to get these backpacks for their children around the same time last year when a lot of people were complaining about school supplies. And I seen the same thing happening this year. The parents started complaining about school supplies maybe a couple of weeks ago. And again, we see the same controversy with these book bags. And this is a new one. I haven't heard this, but there has been discourse on TikTok of people saying, hey, you're broke if you don't have the Sprayground for your kid.
Why these kids want an expensive-ass backpack? Yes, mommy looks crazy because it's early in the morning and look what just came in the mail. No, this is not a TikTok shop video, so there's no link for this because you know why? Sprayground don't want to give a girl no spare change. But that's cool because can you believe these backpacks are literally $90? Like, what's so special about these backpacks? This better last her all of 5th grade, all of 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. She better not ask me for no backpack until she's going to the 10th grade. And the same thing goes for him. He's already here taking it up. Like, what? Y'all, are your kids asking for expensive backpacks?
And if the kids know that they can ask and get it, why wouldn't they ask? I mean, if that's what they want. But I just would hope that people explain that these are just bags. This doesn't mean that they're better than the next child if they go to school because kids do go to school and pick on each other. They do. And it'll be like, oh, I got this, you don't got that, or your mom ain't got no money, or blah, blah. And a lot of people feel bad when their peers are talking to them like that. But, and I'm be honest, a lot of the time, it is the kids that have a lot of these items that put a lot of their self-worth into what they're wearing and what they look like, and they go to school talking to other people like they're better than them. And I'm going to be honest, I just hope that a lot of people are instilling in their kids to be good kids, to be good, kind people, to everybody, not just their peers, but to adults. And to understand that whenever you do have nice things, nothing wrong with having nice things, but you also don't want to put anyone else down because they don't have those things, because that's very materialistic. And it's a very ugly trait for a lot of people to have. And a lot of people simply don't instill that into their child. They just like, hey, as long as my child is fresh, that's all that matters. And my child gonna have the best, and they gonna look the best, and their hair done, and their nails gonna be done. They gonna have the newest shoes and the nicest Sprayground. Meanwhile, the child is in there terrorizing people, being the biggest bully, because they have associated everything that they have on with being superior, and that's not the case. And then on top of that, don't even get me started on the grades. A lot of people aren't even emphasizing how important that is, that the children are educated. They don't care as long as you look fresh. We got to start doing better. And I'm not saying that about this woman here. She's just clearly just showing the book bags that she got her children. And I also don't see anything wrong with getting your children nice things. I don't want anyone to get that messed up, because people do work hard to be able to do for their children. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But nothing wrong with the fact that everybody can't buy these expensive book bags for their children. A little JanSport will be okay. Walmart got some bags and that'll do. Heck, there are school drives. Whatever you can afford that is best going to set your child up for success, I think that needs to be the most important thing. And everything else is extra. Extra meaning that's okay if you can, but if you can't, gotcha. Understandable, because look around, y'all. Everybody don't got that sort of money for some book bags. And just because we're already here talking about it, I wanted to give y'all another little deep dive so y'all don't got to go look at the other video if you don't want to. But these are what these Sprayground book bags look like. And apparently these are the new 2025 Sprayground book bags. Honestly, they look this. I can't tell the difference between the last year ones and the new ones, but let me tell you something. They sell out so fast on that website. When I was looking last year, there was none to be bought. I don't know, like the parents was buying them all up. And what's crazy is a lot of people said they were broke. Them backpacks was going, I bet you them backpacks be going, like, not too broke for that. And yes, these backpacks might be nice to the kids and they like it and they're excited for school. And whatever gets the kids excited for school, I'm cool with. But please fill it up with some school supplies and don't get stingy. Because a lot of y'all got the freshest child and they ain't coming to school with no pencil and paper. It don't make sense. Are they there for fashion or to get educated and to learn? Because if you come in there with nothing in the book bag, but you the freshest in the room, something ain't right. Something ain't right with that. Fresh and educated, we like that. Fresh and prepared, we okay with that. But I want to know, for anybody that has any children going back to school this year in 2025, are you getting your child a Sprayground backpack? And let me know, is it too expensive for your budget? And that's totally fine if it is, because there is no shame. A lot of people are just trying to do the best they can. It doesn't make you a bad mom or a bad dad if you can't afford a $90 book bag. And I think we need to get away from this weird narrative that, hey, you ain't doing this. You ain't really doing it big unless you did this. We really got to get serious, y'all. But y'all, let me know what you think about all this down below. We got to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.